Hey Scorpio, this is your mid-month love reading for September 17th through the 30th, 2018. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a general reading and won't resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate, please check your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If you are interested in a private reading, there's a link in the description to my website where you can order a reading with me. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell to get notifications. Thank you so much for all the views, likes, shares, submissions, comments. I appreciate them from the bottom of my heart, and I love all of you. Now that all that is out of the way, let's get all up in your business. Okay, so I've changed things up a little bit for the mid-month because since I'm only reading half a month, I'm only going to use 6 cards instead of 12. I've also decided to only use 2 angel romance, and then at the end, instead of the angel answer cards, I'm going to use the Alice the Wonderland Oracle, and they're brand new, so I don't know all the meanings, so I'm going to give you my interpretation, and then I will give you the book meaning. Okay, so let's get in your reading. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups, which could be water sign, you, Pisces, or Cancer. But the 5 of Cups, like, he's mourning things that would have, should have, could have. He's also mourning, like, things that didn't work out in the past. Like, you see the cups are spilled. But if you notice behind them, there are 2 cups. The 2 cups, you know, the 2 of Cups represents, like, soulmates. So definitely your soulmate could be right behind you and you don't even know it yet. Then we have the 7 of Wands, so Wands, fire energy. So that would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is like defending your home. For some of you with this 3 of, I'll get into that after this. So the 7 of Wands is like defending your home, defending yourself against other people, maybe defending your relationship. Then we have the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is like being defeated. But this is like the end, because like 10s are the end and aces are the beginning. So for some of you, you've been really hurt in the past. Like you just are like ready to give up on finding love. You think you're going to be single forever. And Swords is air energy. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Pentacles, earth energy. So Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. But this is somebody who is single, but they're very abundant in their, you know, being single. They have everything they need. They have their shit together. And I always feel like somebody's watching them, but she's not really, like, she's in her own little world being her glorious little self. Then we have the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups, water energy again. You, Pisces, and Cancer. 3 of Cups can represent reconciliation. It can also be a third-party situation. It can also be about family, and it can be about celebration. And then we have the Ace of Cups, which is a brand new relationship, brand new beginning. It's beautiful and it's full of emotion. And then we have the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands would be fire energy again, so Aries, Leo, Sag. This is about return on your investment. This is also about your ships coming in. Okay, so for some of you, you have your guard up because you have been hurt so much in the past, and you really have been really upset about, you know, relationships that haven't worked out. Some of you are at the point where you like really want to give up. You feel that you're going to be single forever. But for some of you, you may go to a celebration. It could be with your family. It could be a wedding. It could be family reunion, something like that. Well, not a family reunion, because, well, maybe a family reunion. Maybe somebody brought their friend with them. It could be, you know, just any kind of celebration or anything. And possibly that's when you meet your soulmate and you can have this brand new beginning. And that's when your ships come in. For some of you, there is a third-party situation, and you feel like you have to defend your home from this intruder, basically. For some of you, You need to let your guard down with your love interest, because they are your soulmate. It can lead to marriage, like celebration of marriage. For some of you, you need to be abundant while you're single in order to draw in your soulmate. So if there's things that are lacking in your life, try to work on them and make yourself more abundant as far as like enjoying life. Create a social network around you that is a support system, and really invest in yourself. Once you start investing in yourself, people will see that investment and they will see, how wonderful you are and how full your life is, and they'll just be drawn to you. So let's start clarifying your cards. I already shuffled a little bit, so I'm going to shuffle a few times, and then we can dig deeper into your cards. All right. Okay, so with the Five of Cups, we have the Page of Wands, so fire energy, Leo, Sag, Aries. Then we have the Queen of Swords, air energy, so Gemini, Pisces. Gemini, there could be a Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Justice card, which can be Libra, but it's also about justice and balance and fairness and karma. And then we have the Devil card, which could be Capricorn, but it's also about, it could be obsession. It could be feeling bound to somebody. It can be about addictions. It can be codependency, stuff like that. So the Page of Wands, he's immature. He is in and out of your life. It could be somebody that you have an on-again, off-again relationship with, or somebody that like pop up and disappear. Like you start talking to them, you think everything's going fine, and then they ghost you. And then they come back later like nothing happened. Then we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, she's fair and just, but she doesn't tolerate a lot. Like she's been to the circus, she's seen all the acts, and she reads people very well. And she's very logical, so if something doesn't make sense, she kind of cuts it out. She has no problem cutting people off because she has been through a lot. So some of you definitely have been through some stuff. You've definitely had people that have like come in and out of the of your life. Like you thought you were going somewhere with them and they just like disappeared, and then they come back. And that you're like ready to like, I was going to say off with their heads, but basically like cut them out. I had a Alice in Wonderland moment there. And for some of you, this is a karmic relationship. That's why it keeps coming out. That's why why the Devil card's here is also, and that's why it hurts so much. That's why you are mourning it, because karmic relationship, they always tend to be difficult. They tend to be difficult, and like it makes like all aspects of your life difficult. For some of you, you have a choice between somebody who's probably younger than you, maybe in a Capricorn. They could be a fire sign, they could be younger, or they just mentally could be younger than you. But they're like not ready for a commitment, so they continue to like run and ghost and run and ghost and run and ghost. And for some of you, may be dealing with somebody that has an addiction, and that's why they keep running and hiding. And possibly they're quite embarrassed by it. Alright, please tell me why the Seven of Wands is here. So with the Seven of Wands, we have the Hierophant, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Lovers, and the Four of Cups. All right, so the Hierophant is Sagittarius, but it's also about institutions. It can be about committed relationship. It can be about marriage. So some of you have your guard up when it comes to commitment. You're kind of like scared because you have been so hurt in the past. The Knight of Wands rushes in. He's a tad bit impulsive. He's not as bad as the Page, so he's a little more sure of what he wants, but he, sometimes he leaps before he thinks. And he does have somewhat of an ego. And then we have the Nine of Cups, which is like wish fulfillment. The Lover's card, which is soulmate energy. And the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups can be about rejection, but it can also be, because the way I look at it is like, you're looking at maybe like these other offers that you have and not paying attention to one, because maybe they're not the normal type of person you date, or, you know, someone you think that could be the one. And maybe that is why you don't have your emotional fulfillment, because you're being kind of closed-minded when it comes to the type of guys you're dating. Like you're sticking to a similar type of person. And maybe that's what you're guarded from. You're guarded from other types of guys. And maybe you need to be a little, I'm sorry, guys, girls, whatever. Maybe you need to be a little more open-minded and start trying to date people that aren't exactly like what your expectation of someone that you should be with. For some of you, once you let that guard down, your soulmate can come in. You'll get that emotional fulfillment. They're going to come in quickly. It's going to be fast. Like, it's going to be like a whirlwind romance. And it's definitely going to lead to commitment and possibly marriage. Most likely marriage. Pretty much marriage. And I'd like an invitation to the wedding. No, I'm just playing. Like, yeah, just put me on your guest list. Please tell me why the Ten of Swords is here. All right, so with the Ten of Swords, we have the Four of Swords, which is about rest, recuperation, healing. We also have the Magician, which can be Gemini or Aries. But this also could be somebody who has all the elements in their chart. Like, they just might have all the elements in their chart. But for some of you, like, you really need to heal before you start trying to manifest your soulmate or a brand new relationship, because that's only going to keep you from actually, you know, manifesting what it is you want. For some of you, you need to meditate and possibly, you know, see if you can connect with your guides or your angels. Like, let them know it's okay for them to send you messages. And like really just quiet your mind and kind of try to hear them. Some of you just need a rest, a break from the situation. Like, if you're in a relationship already, or you're dealing with somebody and there's been a lot of pain and hurt, sometimes you need to just take a step back, take some time apart, figure out what it is you want so that you can create the relationship that you want. You may also need to decide, if you are in a relationship right now, that it is time for you to be single again. And that you have the ability, you have all the tools to create the life that it is you want. All right, please tell me why the Nine of Pentacles is here. too many cards. All right. It was like 10 cards. All right. So those came back out. So we'll take those. Because that's not as many. All right. So with the Nine of Pentacles, which is like a single person, because remember, tarot is not gender specific. Even if there's a guy on the card, it could be a woman or a man, because we all have masculine and feminine energy. Okay, so for some of you, you're like single right now, and you're just like in hermit mode. But the hermit can also be Virgo, so you could be dealing with a Virgo. But this is like introspection. This is like going within. It's also being in solitude. And if you notice, he's like trying to shine a light on the path that he wants to take. Then we have Temperance. Temperance is divine guidance. Temperance is also represents Sagittarius. And intuition, your angels, because if you see the angel wings, but if you notice, like there's a crown here that's lit up, and her head's lit up like her crown chakra, which is where our intuition comes from. Then we have the World card, which would be the end of a cycle, so a new beginning can come in, and we have Taurus and Leo. Then we have the Four of Wands, which is fire signs, so Leo, Sag, Aries, and the Four of Wands is about like a public relationship. This also can, I see this as like a marriage, like they would stand on there and get married. And then we have the Two of Wands, which is choosing which path you want to take. And some of you are realizing that you do have the world in your hands, so whatever path you take, you can make it be successful. Like you can manifest whatever it is that your little heart desires. Okay, so for some of you, you need to be in hermit mode right now to regain balance, to end a cycle of any kind of like chaos or imbalance, whatever is going on. Maybe you need to be in hermit mode to end any chaos in a current relationship that you have. Some of you may be actually, you may be like, maybe some of you, like, you want to get married, but your significant other isn't there yet. So you need to kind of like give them some space so that there can be balance back in the relationship, and the divine can, because there's a thing as divine timing. So possibly you may have to take a step back and let, the universe do its work. So it can end the cycle of them not knowing if, they want to take it to the next level. Or if they want to be single. Because that could be the path that they want to take. For some of you, you're in hermit mode and you're receiving messages that your cycle of being single is coming to an end, and like somebody's going to come in and they're going to give you the world, and you guys are going to be happy and be married, all that. And maybe that's the celebration. All right. So please tell me why the Three of Cups is here. All right. So with the Three of Cups, we have the Two of Swords and the Fool card. So the Fool card can be Aries, but it's also about a leap of faith and a brand new beginning. The Two of Swords is air energy, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This is about either needing to make a decision and not having all the answers, or things haven't been revealed to you yet, or this could just be not knowing the full situation. For some of you, there is a third party situation, but you're like putting blinders on and acting like it's not happening because you don't want to make the decision to, go on a new adventure to leave this person. If that is the case, take the blinders off. Life's too short to be treated badly in a relationship, and there are good, men and women out there that won't do that to you. For some of you, you're unsure about going to some kind of event. Like you need to make a decision whether you're going to attend this event, and you're not sure if you really want to go. But you should probably take a leap of faith. This may be where you meet someone that you're going to have a brand new relationship with, and that is going to invest in you, and you're going to invest in them, and you're both going to get a return on your investment. For some of you, you may be the one who has people in a third party situation, and you may need to decide who it is that you ultimately want to be with and take a leap of faith, or risk losing actually both of them. And for some of you, there may be some people in your family that they might just take from you all the time, and you might need to just make a decision to cut them off and go on your own journey. Please tell me why the Ace of Cups is here. Apparently the Ace of Cups here because brand new relationship. All right. Okay. So with the Ace of Cups, we have the Star card. So this is wish fulfillment. This can also represent Aquarius. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So for some of you, you're going to get your wish fulfillment of a brand new relationship. And it will be equal give and take. Because see, his scales are even. For some of you, you're going to make the decision that whatever situation you're in, you're really only getting breadcrumbs and not getting a return on your investment, not getting emotional fulfillment, and not getting wish fulfillment. And you may decide that it's time to just stop investing and walk away. Please tell me why the Three of Wands here. So the Three of Wands, we get the Page of Swords. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. The Page of Swords, he comes in with messages of truth and clarity. Then we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is walking away from things emotionally that no longer serve you. It could be people, places, things, behaviors, emotions. So for some of you, there's going to be some truth and clarity about someone you've been investing in, and you're going to decide to walk away from them and go on a new path, because you're not going to get return on your investment. They're basically just draining you. For some of you, you're going to get truth and clarity about your ships coming in, and you're going to decide to leave some of the behaviors you've had in the past, maybe ones that sabotage relationships, like self-sabotage, being too guarded. You're going to leave those behind, and you're going to, your ships are going to come in, and it's going to be beautiful. Okay, so your romance angel cards that you have is, you have let go control issues, allow situations to unfold naturally. And we have, this could be the one you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So let go of control issues. Just let things be organic. Let them unfold naturally. Also, like, if there is a third party situation, it's not your fault. Like, you can't, if you, like, are scared that your partner is going to cheat on you or whatever, you aren't able to stop them. They're pretty much going to do what they want to do, whether or not you try to prevent it. So you just have to, if you can't trust somebody that you're with, it's probably a good idea to either work on that or to let them go, because you can't make somebody faithful. They have to want to do that on their own. And if you're trying to force someone into a relationship, say you really like the person, but they're not completely ready to be in a relationship, you need to just let it happen. Stop trying to force it, When it's meant to be, it will be. Remember, the universe always has us where we need to be right now. And sometimes the universe is teaching us how to be patient. I know this because I'm going through that right now. And trust me, I'm a Leo. I'm not a patient person. And this could be one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. For some of you, if you really know that this is the person you're supposed to be with, they could be the one. Also, some of you, like I said, might meet the one at a celebration or a party. You probably will manifest them. You just need to release any baggage that you're holding on to. Because remember, when we hold on to baggage, it lowers our vibration and we attract low vibration people. And we don't want that. We want high vibration people. All right, so let's do your Alice cards. And remember, I don't know the meanings yet. So I'm going to give you my interpretation and then I'll give you the books. All right. These cards are so big. I'm like, who's supposed to shuffle these, Shaq? Because I have a hard time. Ugh. Can you just make them a little... I think they should have women come in and shuffle the cards and see if they can before they start selling these decks. Because... you're making me dislocate my thumbs so I can shuffle your cards. Why? Why do you not like me? No, I'm just kidding. One more shuffle, because if not, my thumb's going to well, that didn't go very well. All right, one more. Okay, that one actually took. All right, so please give me 2 cards for... Well, I need to finish my sentence. All right, so we have choices, feeling blocked or restrained. And we have a moment's regret, nostalgia, idealizing the past, fearing you've made a mistake. Okay, so for some of you, you have a lot of choices, and you need to go into hermit mode to figure out who it is that you want to choose. Some of you feel like there are things that are holding you back from finding love, which could definitely be things that, not, being unable to forgive people that you've been with in the past. What I did to get over that stuff was I wrote every guy that hurt me in a significant way a letter. And I told, I basically told them how they hurt me, how they affected me, and I didn't give it to them. What I did was I folded it up and I burned it and released it back into the universe. Even though they never read it, it made me feel better. It made me realize that I can release it all back into the universe. I don't need their validation for my feelings. I feel the way I do. They're probably off living their best life. Why shouldn't I? So I did that. You may want to try that. So let's read choices. 6. If you peek through the keyhole, as Alice does, you will see the doorway leads to the loveliest garden you can imagine. You must find a way through because the delights that lie on the other side are worth the test. The challenge is to know how to reach this place. You may need to grow smaller. You may need to grow larger. You may need to change yourself in ways that initially seem very strange to you. Choosing which way to go, a moment of decision, uncertain of what is best or what to do next. Feeling like each door is closed, wanting you to reach the next stage of your life, but not single way through. So definitely some of you need to work on yourselves, make yourselves happy, find things that you enjoy doing. And the more you become happy with your life, the more you're going to attract into it. All right, and then we got a moment's regret. So 16. So some of you may, like, because the first card was that Five of Cups where he's on the ground and he's like really thinking about what should have, could have, would have. Honestly, we can't change the past. All we can do is do better in the future. Sometimes when we leave a relationship, we fear that we've made a mistake. I know from experience, like, I was in a 10-year relationship. And when I left it, I was truly done. But I had done everything I could to try to save it. But there were just deal breakers that I just couldn't get past. And my mom always used to ask me, "Are you sure?" And anytime I would doubt it, the universe would always show me who my ex was. So he would always continue to do the same things again. And that's when I was like, yeah, I'm sure. Like, every time I start to go down that road and think, did I make a mistake? The universe was like, nope, here you go. So a lot of the times, yes, we've made mistakes, but you can do better in the future. And for those of you that aren't sure if you made a mistake, just look at signs. Like, really look at signs, because they are there. The universe is like, no, you did the right thing. And if you didn't, you may be able to fix it. So 16. You are on a remarkable journey of change. It is one that will lead to wisdom, experience, and adventure. You have made a wonderful choice, so take heart in knowing that all change creates waves and disruption. Do not make more of your misgivings than they are. They are natural consequences of bravery and stepping out of your comfort zone. Second-guessing your decisions, beating yourself up for the choices you have made, feeling regretful and missing what was, nostalgia, living in the past, a focus on what is going wrong or what could still go wrong. Remember, we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all make bad decisions at some point in our life. But we can learn from them. And also, don't regret your decisions or regret choices that you've made, or, you know, relationship that you've been in and you're like, why was I in that relationship? Because that's what makes you who you are. And all of our experiences make us the people we are today. And as long as you like that person and love who you are, then those weren't mistakes. They were just they were stepping stones to lead you to who you are now. All right, Scorpio, that was your mid-month reading for September. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you need a personal reading, please see the link in the description to my website where you can order one. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. And please like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate all of you. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your September. And thank you for watching. And I will see you soon. Bye.